harvest season is here, and with it comes the last yet warmest days of summer down here in the South. Bright wildflowers are still abundant, so I decided to use this seasonal marker for my own colorful harvest. In today's video, we'll acknowledge Mother Earth and the beautiful bounty she shared by creating some happy with the bright botanicals we collect. We'll use today's harvest in a chemistry lesson as we create some natural eco prints by steaming a tightly bound stack of bundled watercolor paper and wildflowers. And in my next video, watch as we finish using our wild bouquet to create some single paper eco prints using the tile sandwich method. Now, walk with me as we continue to gather black-eyed Susans, bitterweed, daisies, and wild grasses for today's summer eco printing session. Back in the kitchen, we brew up some natural alchemy by using ferrous, sulfate, and citric acid to mix up some solutions we can apply by dipping, spraying, or painting on the surface of the strong watercolor paper I used for this project. I also pre-soaked my papers in an alum water bath, which is a mordant that helps natural pigments adhere to the fibers of the paper. Since some of my harvest was already wilting from the extreme heat, I let those wildflowers sit in an ice-cold water bath for about 5 minutes, which resulted in perky blooms that looked like they were never touched. Then I began my paper stack by laying down an alum-soaked piece of flour sack towel and layering wildflowers and paper, playing with different alchemy techniques as I go. This is where the magic happens. Ferrous sulfate is a soluble iron salt that reacts with the leaf tannins to shift light prints into rich, moody, dark tones with dark outlines. Flowers and plants have long been hailed as having magical properties, both physical and emotional, helping us to connect with the earth and the peace that it brings when we live in harmony with nature. Knowing the folklore behind each of these mystical beauties reminds us to be ever mindful of our everyday actions and thoughts, keeping us grounded in a world filled with chaos. Since black-eyed Susans thrive in bright sun and harsh environmental conditions, they are strongly associated with resilience, encouragement, and inner strength. They help us shine a light on hidden truths and remind us to recognize our own personal power. Marking the peak shift from late summer into early autumn, their fiery tones represent the abundance of the land and the warmth of the hearth. The strong energy of the black-eyed Susan can also boost creative confidence. Setting a bouquet of these beauties on your studio desk acts as an artistic muse, infusing confidence into every single piece of artwork you create. In folk magic, they are associated with clarity, helping you see past deception and gain insight or answers tucked in dark places. Keep a hand-dyed black-eyed Susan intention card with you to see through the muck and the mire. A touch of citric acid lowers the pH, locking in color clarity and keeping those natural botanicals bright and crisp as they release their colors, creating chemistry right on the paper. Bitterweed, also called fine leaf sneezeweed, is historically tied to protection, boundary setting, and emotional release in folk magic as well as herbalism. Because of its intense bitter taste, it is used to sour negative situations and is believed to keep away unwanted visitors, gossip, and toxic relationships. The sharp, pungent nature of the plant is also associated with cutting through emotional fog. Keeping some dried bitterweed blooms or a piece of pigment-infused paper or fabric with you will help you remember to stand firm in your personal power and draw strict boundaries. Daisy fleabane is traditionally used for protection and clearing heavy air. It carries a gentle, light, playful energy associated with innocence, fresh starts, and gentle peace. Yet, it is also a very powerful plant, filling spaces with so much cheerful, sunny, high vibrational energy that it subtly displaces negativity so that it simply cannot remain. Daisies symbolize endurance, aging with grace and capturing fleeting moments of beauty before time moves on. Keep a dried daisy charm bag with you as a reminder to capture the magic in every moment. This leafy branch is from the wild privet shrub, common across the South. In folklore, its magic mimics the way this dense shrub is traditionally planted, defining borders and enclosing spaces. Historically, privet bushes were planted around the home with the intention of shielding it from dangerous intruders. It is also exceptionally hardy and adaptable, graciously sharing with us its persistence through the tough seasons, helping you to find your light in the darkest seasons of your life. Keep a dried privet suncatcher in your window to remind you of your own strength, helping you to find your light in the darkest seasons of your life. After arranging my flowers in my paper stack, I use twine to tightly bind the bundled stack together. Since I wanted to avoid folding the papers, I was unable to place the stack inside a pot for steaming. However, with a little creativity, I was able to construct a little sauna by placing a large baking dish on top of the stack to trap the steam. After steaming for about 2 hours, I let the bundle dry and cool down overnight. Finally, I was able to cut the singed twine wrapping, which I'll keep for future projects. Upon opening the bundle, I found the results to be absolutely enchanting. The flowers we dipped in the iron bath resulted in dark floral prints surrounded by mystical watermarks. And the papers I sprayed with the iron solution produced beautiful, crisp, dark outlines around the detailed prints. Alternatively, the acid sprays and brush strokes helped the botanicals keep their bright, vibrant, happy colors and produced dreamy, hazy prints, keeping the details of the flowers and grasses. And when the iron and acid solutions mixed together during the steaming process, the results were stunning. I was able to achieve bright natural yellow hues from the reaction with the acid, along with dark moody tones with crisp outlines from the iron reactions. I was so happy with the way this entire batch turned out. The fabric I used to bundle the stack soaked up some gorgeous pigments and rusty iron marks, and I'm very excited to use it in some future textile projects. I hope you enjoyed today's video as we created some alchemy magic in the kitchen. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss part 2, where we'll try a new technique for eco-printing on paper. We'll create some beautiful single prints using the tile sandwich method on a new steaming setup I found at the thrift store. Thanks so much for making it to the end with me today. Please show your love by liking our video, and remember to check out KristenandHerCats.com for even more happy. Subscribe to our channel for magical creativity, and from our hearts to yours, keep making life happy.